So we're going to tie weather into a job accident for this edition of The Law and You. Pretty fascinating. The guys with the answer, attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Ciarimboli.
This is a really, really interesting question, and one, excited to get to today. Thanks for bringing it to our attention.
A little bit different take than what we've seen in the past. Let's get to it. Mike in Frackville says, we were involved in a crane accident on a job site. We didn't know that there would be high winds that day. Can we sue the general contractor? We have a picture to go along with the question. Here's the setup that we're looking at with winds in the crane. Ed, what are we looking at?
So, what you're looking at here is, essentially this is just an illustration. Whenever you have wind and you have a load on the crane, you need to take into consideration what the wind is going to be for that particular day. This is where the general contractor comes into play. The general contractor on any job site is supposed to have what's called a toolbox meeting or a safety meeting each and every day, and they're supposed to advise the subcontractors on any issues. If you show up for the job and you're coming from someplace that where the weather wasn't was okay, it's the general contractor's responsibility. However, this is a very nuanced area of the law. I'll let Greg tell you about what you're going to need to do in order to sue a general contractor as a subcontractor.
Well, and Ed's right. So these contractor cases are very difficult because of the intricacies between workers' compensation, the contractual relationships between the subcontractors and the general contractor. So a lot of information needs to be gathered through those documents and through the contracts and through the relationships that exist at the time of the accident when someone's injured. So you can't just give you a blanket answer. It requires a lot of analysis, and the law is actually changing. There's been some recent changes regarding some of the statuses of each employer. So definitely this is one you need to pick up the phone and give us a call on.
Without question. Yeah. And if you do not, I'm telling you, if you do not call a lawyer and start your investigation immediately, you will have absolutely no chance of prevailing on this case.
Correct.
All right, the number and website. Results matter with attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Ciarimboli. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, Dave.
PAHomepage.com and the Law and You hotline are there for you.